Welcome to the Friendsgiving Lifestyle Podcast, the space where we celebrate the power of community and the joy of gathering around a shared table. I'm your host, Sandra Coltamedisi, and each week we explore how to create meaningful connections, lasting traditions, and delicious meals that make every guest feel at home. From hosting tips to heartfelt conversations, we're here to help you lean into the season of gratitude. So pull up a chair, there's always a place for you here, right at the table. Let's get started. Hi everyone, I'm Sandra Coltamedisi, and we've officially made it to the end of our first quarter together. We've detoxed, we've budgeted, and we've checked in. But today we're doing something purely for our inner child. Welcome to episode 13 of the Friendsgiving Lifestyle Podcast. We're hosting Nostalgia Night. It's time to dust off those old photo albums and grab the snacks your mom never let you have. Before we look forward to the spring, we're going to look back at where we came from. Today's quick win: find your most embarrassing, shall I say, photo from school. The one with the braces that you kind of didn't want to get, or the questionable haircut. I'm rocking mine today. And set it as your wallpaper on your phone. Just for today. Vulnerability is the fastest way to connection. Let's get nostalgic, shall we? But before we dive in, I always have this announcement to make. This week, I want you to get up to speed on all of our social media. We are introducing something very new on our Instagram channel. It's kind of like the group chat, but in real time, and you are able to see it behind the scenes. If you don't know all of our social channels yet, that's okay. It's never too late to find us on social media, and I will give you all the details of where to find the Friendsgiving shop later in the podcast. If you're a regular and you have been on our guest list for some time, welcome back. If you're new to the podcast this week and are just taking your first seat at the table, welcome. We are so glad that you're here. If you're coming right back to this table every single week and this is not your first rodeo, welcome back. We really appreciate that you are here with us every single time. If you haven't had a chance to leave us a comment, definitely let us know that you've taken a seat at the table in the podcast comments section. All you have to do is say, hey, it's Tabitha from Toronto, and I'm here with the best chili you've ever had. Or maybe it's Lisa right here in Los Angeles, and you're just checking out what we've got at the table and making sure that we didn't bring 2 bags of the same chips. I love it when you take a seat at the table, so definitely leave us a comment, and we will be checking those weekly. So what's on the menu for this week? It's the school lunch, of course. The food for Nostalgia Night should be a total throwback, but with a grown-up twist. Your action item, think about the foods that defined your childhood. Now that could be a little bit scary, but we're talking about gourmet grilled cheese with aged cheddar and tomato jam, or homemade pizza bagels on local bakery bagels. What's the strategy? Host a cereal bar for dessert. Set out 3 or 4 classic boxes of that sugary cereal, cold milk in glass carafes, and fresh berries. It's colorful. Dare I say it's cheap? I don't know. Depends on the time. And I guarantee it will be the most talked about part of the night. It's about the feeling of being 10 years old again, but with better ingredients. I want to get your opinions on everything from tablescapes to how to handle guests who trash talk other guests after the party concludes. So head on over to my YouTube channel for that and so much more as we lean into the Friendsgiving lifestyle. Let's do that photo dump, shall we? Since this is a visual night, we need a way to share your memories. Your hosting hack: create a shared digital folder or a live slideshow on your TV. Ask every guest to upload 3 photos before they arrive, one of their childhood home, one of their high school style, and one of a person who shaped them. The vibe, of course, is as the photos cycle through in the background, the conversation pretty much handles itself. You don't need any icebreakers when you're looking at your best friend's 1998 mall glamour shot. Was it taken at JCPenney's? Because I think mine was. It's a natural storyteller. All right, over on the Friendsgiving shop, I've introduced a new way to send your bestie a note. In addition to physical products, you can now see our new e-cards, and you can personalize the note that you send with each e-card as well. And because you're tuning into the podcast, you are the very first to know about our latest physical product coming to the shop this week. All right, we've introduced a lot of products on the shop. We've introduced our simple syrup that has glitter in it last week, and this week we have a brand new card coming to the shop. You've seen our forest green invitations on the shop. We have our botanical square invitations as well, and now we are adding to the family of Friendsgiving 2026 invitations. Voila, our fall-themed Friendsgiving 2026 invitation. And it says, you're invited to Friendsgiving dinner. It has lines for you to fill in that say date, time, where, and RSVP. It has the 2026 on the top, and it's got so much charm. So they come in packs of 10, and you can head over to friendsgivingshop.com right now to snag yours before they're sold out. Now, something I think that is really fun that you can do during this nostalgia night is kind of create a show and tell, but more with artifacts. Food and photos are great, but artifacts are better. I feel like we are just like putting ourselves back in a time capsule. So your action item in your invite, ask everyone to bring one physical object from their past. A trophy, a favorite book, an old concert t-shirt, or even a diary. That would be amazing. The vibe during dinner, pass the objects around. Now, if you're bringing that diary, just be sure that you want people all up in your business. There's something deeply grounding about holding a piece of your friend's history. It reminds the group that we all have chapters that the others haven't read yet. It deepens this sort of besties, friendsies family bond by acknowledging the biological family roots. Now, let me introduce you to the Side Dish Energy newsletter. You can subscribe to it on my website today. Delivered to your inbox with care, you'll find new product announcements, subscriber-only sales, and fun behind the scenes of what is coming soon. It's called the Side Dish Energy newsletter because the sides are where it's at. If you still need some inspiration or invitations, head on over to friendsgivingshop.com and check out the journal because I have so many different blog posts that you can see over there with great detail about giving, event planning ideas, food inspiration, invitations, and so much more. Okay, so while we're looking back, what is one thing we're doing right now that we'll be so nostalgic about in 2036? Your hosting hack, take a group photo specifically for the future. Tell everyone to look into the camera like they're greeting their future selves. Print it out or put it in a folder labeled Open in 10 years. We aren't just consuming memories, we are actively manufacturing them. The Friendsgiving lifestyle is about the connection, not the caviar. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to the podcast, take a moment to subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Send the link to a friend because you know that sharing is caring. And don't forget to listen to the Friendsgiving soundtrack, which is for April and is out on Spotify now. If you'd like to sponsor an episode of the Friendsgiving Lifestyle podcast, or maybe you have a product that you want reviewed or featured in an upcoming episode, send an email to support@friendsgivingshop.com. You can also follow us on Instagram at the Friendsgiving Shop, on Blue Sky, TikTok, Pinterest, and YouTube at Friendsgiving Shop. And you can follow me on my personal social media handles at Sandra Colton Medici Official on YouTube and at Sandra Colton Medici on TikTok. All right, let's wrap this up with some gratitude. Nostalgia is a powerful reminder that we've all survived 100% of our hardest days to get to this table tonight. As we wrap up Q1, I want to thank you for coming with me on this journey. I've put in a full Nostalgia Night playlist of hits from the 90s and the 2000s and a menu guide in the show notes. Next week, we're kicking off Q2, deepening connections with garden party etiquette. And that's where we take the party outside. Don't forget to get your Friendsgiving 2026 invitations on the shop and check out our latest journal articles. I'm Sandra Colton Medici. Stay young at heart, and I'll see you in the garden.